Hi YouTube, it's me, the Shy Pianist, or you may know it as Donald of Zephyr War Games, bringing you another deck profile from one of my lot. This is deck number 10, Lucia, or for you guys, it is a burn deck. It's a very generic burn deck, and it's a very old burn deck for that matter. So before I dive in, I must stress the fact that it is very fun based or made for fun, and the card sleeves are standard size. A lot of the cards that you probably will see in this deck profile are going to be very old and not going to be seen any play in this sort of format and game and age. And it's primarily was at its time to be made to be played against your friends and just general, like, really random odd decks back in the day. And yeah, I'll just get straight into it. So let me just set up this. There you go. There you go. Okay. So starting straight off, I am playing for the one Lava Golem. Obviously, we are like talking about stall burn, and so Lava Golem is just one of those that if you just open up one of if you open up too many copies, you don't exactly want to have open up with it. You generally just obviously your opponent has established the board, and then to then tribute two of your opponent's monsters, and then just burn them with your stall game is what it does. Now for this, we are playing the we are playing the two Cannon Soldier and the one Mark II. The goal and primary way for this deck to burn was back in the day to play the Scapegoat at 3 and to then tribute them off with Cannon Soldier's effects and then burn your opponent. Obviously activating Scapegoat during your opponent's end phase, and much is on that. Playing the one Wall of Illusion for the non-target bounce, so hence why I will be throwing a lot of the time that this is for the old Yu-Gi-Oh! And so Wall of Illusion was just one of those ways to just non-target bounce on that. For the one Fire Trooper, on summon you tribute it to then burn your opponent for 1k. It's just very easy. Next we have the one Yomi Ship and the Exploded Dragon. They basically do the same thing, in which if they are destroyed by battle, you then non-target destroy the monster that it destroyed. Destroyed this card. So yeah, they just worked as just setting, and then your opponent just tanks into it, and then generally with the higher beat stick, to then hopefully get over the monster, and then this would then just pop the monster off. We have the one Neo-Spacian Grand Mole. This is like, just normal summon and bounce back to hand effectively. Just very funny on that part. Next, we have two Princess of Tsurugi. So I'm guessing a lot of the newer players won't actually know what this card does, because this is a very throwback, and for all you old players will remember this card back in the day. And yes, it's when it's flipped, you burn your opponent 500 damage for each spell and trap card in their control on their side of the field. Yeah. Next, we are playing the triple Stealth Bird. This is a very sort of stally burn variant of the deck. So Stealth Bird, just being able to flip, burn your opponent for 1k, and then flip back face down is what it was. And since we are sort of stall burn, we are having the one Marshmallow, just for the very fun attack fun tech for it. Next, we have the one Drill Barnacle. Now, Drill Barnacle is basically another option where you are stalling your opponent and trying to do damage, but then Drill Barnacle will allow you to attack them directly while you're preventing them from attacking also. And so Drill Barnacle or Raging Flame Sprite, for that matter, gain a 1000 attack when they inflict battle damage. When with Drill Barnacle, because it has the extra 200 attack on that part. The next we have the one Mask of Darkness. We are playing a fair amount of traps for what it's worth, so just having the option to reoccur in the later game is just nice to have. And we are playing the one Morphing Jar, because to be able to just, if you do open it with it and then you got like a lot of back row, then you're setting everything, and Morphing Jar will allow you to clear a lot of in your hand. On to spells. We are, as probably guessed, we are playing the one Scapegoat. with now links being a thing, the extra deck is primarily comprised of link monsters, so Scapegoat can be used in either way of, as I mentioned earlier, to either help burn or you just link summon up. We are playing the one Dark Room of Nightmare because just inflicting an extra 300 is just really nice. For stall, we are playing the one Toll, the one Dark Door, Swords of Ring Light, and the level limit area B. So Toll, obviously, your opponent, both you and your opponent must play 500 to declare an attack. Level area B, level 4 higher count, I'll switch to defense. And Dark Door, only one monster can attack during the battle phase, and Swords just for, just stall out for the 3 extra turns. So yeah, you can see, these are very old or fun, old stall decks back in the day. Next, the other one-offs, we have the one Monster Reborn and one Raigeki, just general staples to have in the deck. For burn, for the traps, well, yeah, most comprising part, we are playing the triple Just Desert and triple Ceasefire. These are your sort of, just enough said, you just burn your opponent 500 damage for each monster, but Ceasefire includes your monsters and burns for each effect monster. We have the one Secret Barrel, just 200 for each on their side of field and hand. We are playing the double Magic Cylinder because Magic Cylinder is just always nice to have. For the most part, just negating and time burn your opponent for a fair amount of damage. The one Ring of Destruction, yes, it is been errated, but just Ring in general is just nice to have, just to get your opponent that closer to 0 on that. And other attacks, we have the one Mirror Force, the one Torrential Tribute, one Compulse, and we have the one Coffin Seller. Coffin Seller is just also part of the burn, but whenever a monster card or cards is sent to your opponent's graveyard, you burn them for 300 damage. So it can be, depending on depending formats, this can be a funny tech to play, but yeah, I won't advise to actually play it in today's meta. Now for the extra deck, it is very, just you can go whatever you want with this sort of thing. So having for the Scapegoat tokens, we are playing the one Link Reaper and Link Spider, and the Proxy Dragon just to go up into, your Link 4s. For other Link 2s options, we have the Security Dragon, because you can go from Link Reaper or Link Spider into Security Dragon. Link Spider or Link Revo pointing to Security Dragon and then bouncing your opponent's card. Underclock Taker because you can reduce attack, which is just too good for some cases. We have the Cerberus and Phoenix, very generic on that part. And the one Lambda just for the downwards arrows for its pace. For Link Freeze, we have the one Nightmare Unicorn for its generic bounce. Ingirsu for the non-target send, and we have the Trisbania for the back row destruction, or should I say banish on that part. And for the Link 4s, Toblet Bomber, the Skull Dread, and your Boral Sword and Boral Load. So you can really see that this is very just generic stuff. You can go whatever you want for this sort of thing. But yeah, as I mentioned before, the deck was made comprising for just really anything really, or main deck burn on that part. So I hope you sort of enjoyed this sort of really throwback deck. I will be doing. There will be other decks which are kind of in the same format amongst these, because you can probably imagine these are decks that have just sort of been made, and while yes, they're not meta relevant, but they can be still played in a sort of fun game with your friends, and they do very well for what they do. So that's it for the deck profile. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always guys, happy dueling!